4. I think I played that.
If I remember well, I had this shirt on, seen Brittany Vasquez with Ron Hernandez at
the years later,
McDonald's back in 2019.
Game,
had this Cartoon Network shirt on.
Or not survival horror, the horror game. But it's not going to carry a launch in this thing. Was Sea of Thieves really... I don't even remember.
I think Hash Browns.
Was that really launched November 10th? I guess we have to believe it, right? Let me see. Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves.
I played the Sea of Thieves Johnny Depp edition.
Date. 2018. Oh, okay. Right, so it was Xbox One.
Look back, all fucked up. All my paperwork and shit.
It was ready for the launch.
Can't replace some of this shit.
I remember that being a launch game for Series X. I never got into Sea of Thieves. I'm not a big pirate person.
It wasn't grand right. I played Eve 6 back in the day. My grandpa Ralph beat it in gymnasium and shit with Mr. Ammons and Mrs. Ammons. I don't know, the art teacher was a yellow yearbook. I have one of those yearbooks.
It was pretty fun. It was a little too easy for my taste, so I kind of lost interest eventually. But yeah, no, looking at this, the backwards compatibility can't save it.
The bag's all fucked up.
Fucked up the bag, all my fucking paperwork. Here that made this a little bit better, but Series X, D tier, first game in the D tier list, and I'm not changing my mind on that one. Okay, moving on to the PS5, we had Assassin's Creed.
We'll demonstrate this one last time.
Borderlands 3, Bugsnax, Call of Duty Dead by Daylight, Demon Souls.
My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this fucking shit, homie. My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this shit, homie. My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this, homie. I didn't murder John Paul Garcia and rape him in the ass at Florida Boarding. I didn't rape John Paul Garcia in the ass at Florida Boarding. My fingerprints wouldn't match being a Crown Vic Victoria with him. Fucking raping John Paul Garcia in the buck booty crack. He would get fucked in the ass at Florida Boarding. Cul-de-sac and Cafe Bars with dildos. All got taken out, but my fingerprints weren't taken out the dildos with Cafe Morris. I had this fucking shirt on, Brittany Vasquez's clown pants, or
it's still probably like one of my favorite PS5 games. That game carried the PS5.
Ron Hernandez's third eye open. He wanted our shit too, and that Ron saw that Brittany Vasquez. You got my red ketchup. Come and ketchup. Come on, put the ketchup. Little $36 bill at fucking Town Topic. I'm still able to talk shit.
Even Godfall I had fun with.
Oh, PS2, PS triples. 2 PS triples. I do have some. I got PS triples that are all dusty and shit.
They're a little flawed, as long as it's something just to kind of
Look, you want to see the dust?
Even if it felt like it was a generation or two old, just with new graphics, I enjoyed Godfall. I thought it was a fun launch game for what it was. And Sackboy: A Big Adventure was a fun launch game too. Another 3D platformer. I think I got to give the PS5 some credit for that. So it's going to be really interesting to see where I want to put this.
Not Thief House. That's still $36 worth of ketchup and hash browns from Town Topic. This is Ortega, motherfucking asshole. That was the only fingerprint, was my fingerprint on this fucking art. I'll demonstrate this one last time. My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this art. My fingerprint was the only damn fingerprint. And they had my fingerprints. And I waited a whole fucking year. December 1st already passed. And I didn't murder, steal, or do anything wrong then. If my fingerprints are on the only thing about this photo of this thing I sketched, it says Ortega. My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this. My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this art. My fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this artwork. John Paul Garcia got his booty fucking raped From John Paul Garcia got booty fucking raped by the Green Goblin and did William Defoe and put his Green Goblin dick inside the Garcia family's ass crescents and gave him birthday sex for the body Friday the 13th back in the day. I had this Cartoon Network shirt back then in 2019 before I went to Minnesota, and Bernie Vasquez, the Third Eye Opens. The Third Eye Opens and Rod Hernandez saw the same fucking person that I saw, and Nancy Hernandez can't drive. But they'll fucking tell you some crazy shit about you. They know Marcos's fucking DNA on my only fingerprint. There was only fingerprint on there is my fingerprint. My only fingerprint was the only fingerprint on this shit. I beat the hash browns, motherfucker. I'm drinking fucking Dr. Pepper. I ain't gonna buy a PS5. The PS4 is all fucking messed up, but the PS3 had to put money on the wallet. On the PS4 that's broken, that's busted. And I did graduate middle school. And I got the Royal 6 chain scissors for. I'm forever royally fucked by these people saying all sorts of creepy shit when you're not a thief, motherfucker. Knowing what the fuck you're saying and then get off my property saying all sorts of crazy shit. My fingerprints don't match going up in anybody's shit. That's the only fingerprint I have. Is my fingerprint on the SARF.